Well, it is December the 13th, last month of the year, and I am going to be running a marathon here at the track. So that's going to be like, 80 laps, close to it. But I'm going to try to go for a Strava PR. We'll see how that goes. But last marathon of the year for me, to reach my goal of running a marathon, self-supported, every month. So that's what we're getting ready to do. See how it goes. Well, a little over 10K in, staying at a fast pace. Probably tank, but averaging around 6:35 pace. So 20 miles to go. See if we can maintain that. So I will crush my Strava PR and my all-time PR. So over a half marathon in, still maintaining fast pace. Did I say over a marathon? Over a half marathon. So definitely tough maintaining this pace. We got about 12 and a half to go. So see if we can hang on. Well, I'm 20 miles in, and I've blown up way behind pace now. Got 5.7 miles to go. 2 hours and 16 minutes in, so still a good pace. Still have a good shot of PRing, so we'll see. Legs are starting to get heavy, tight. Side is hurting, so slow down. Currently at a 7:30, so we'll see. One mile to go. Definitely gonna PR. Maybe even get sub 3. My legs are so tight. 0.99 to go. Finish strong. Half a mile to go. Quarter mile to go. We're gonna do it for sure. I think we got sub 3. Oh, this is so hard. 1/10 of a mile. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. PR accomplished. Sub 3. Self-supported. Do hard things. Well, it is 4:30. Been up for about 15 minutes. But today we're going for 4,100 pull-ups. The goal is to get it done in 15 hours, but ultimately within a 24-hour period. And this was, of course, inspired by David Goggins, Truett Haynes. Goggins set this pull-up record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours back in 2013. He did 4,030. That record, of course, has since been broken multiple times, but Truett tried to do it a couple of years ago, and it was harder than we thought it was going to be. He only did 4,100 on that first attempt, and then, of course, he broke it, did 8,100, and then he broke it again this year, did 10,001. I believe it's been broken again. I think the record is now 11,707. So I'm not going for any world records today, but Goggins, of course, the picture of mental toughness, and so going for that 4,100 I think is a good goal, and that's what we're going to try to do today. I'm eating my last meal before we suffer, so some oatmeal with some date syrup and a little bit of coffee, and then I'm going to try to start at 5 on the pull-ups, so ready to suffer. Got coconut water, jerky, pistachios, cashews, and then some carbs there. Got some tailwind in my water, chair that I'll be sitting in a lot, and then the pull-up bar. So I'm going to be down here pretty much all day, helping my wife if she needs help with anything, taking care of the baby, so I'm sure I'll probably eat some real food at some point, probably make a protein shake, but it's time to get started. We'll go at 5:16. Calorie counter app I'm going to use to count. And then let me also go ahead and start a timer. So stopwatch. So 5:16 we will. There we go. Forgot to mention it is Christmas. And I know I'm going to forget to hit that thing. So, time to lock in. Well, right at an hour in. Current count 415. average, I think it's like 4.5 per minute. So I think I can at least do 5 per minute. Like I said, I'm way ahead of that right now. I don't think I mentioned either, it's Christmas, so we did our stuff last night. So ain't got nothing to do today. So I figured this was a good idea. Well, I don't think it's happening today. 2 hours in, I'm on pace, done 715, but my shoulder is hurting. It's something that's bothered me in the past. Of course, my hands are killing me. And I kind of slacked off on pull-ups last 6 months. So I know I'm not in the shape I should be for this. I think more than that, I just don't really want to be down here all day. So maybe shelf this goal for next year and be a little more intentional with it. But I'm at 720, may try to get to 1,000 and then call it a day. I think I'm calling it. 2 hours, 15 minutes, 800 pull-ups. Shoulders getting worse, so don't want to push it too hard. Like I said, this wasn't necessarily an A goal for me, so I can push it on to next year. I was very much focused on running this year. Of course, these are all things I'm telling myself for not doing this today. At the end of the day, I just wasn't ready for it. Slacked off the last 6 months. Partially due to focusing on running, but even this last month, not running or focusing on running, I haven't been consistent like I should be, so that's okay. 800 pull-ups ain't too bad for a morning workout, but it's Christmas. kind of want to spend time with the family instead of being in my basement all day. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And we will go for this another day. But this is part of why it's important to do hard things. You're not gonna always succeed. You're gonna have to face that failure and come back better and stronger in spite of the failures. So that's what we're gonna attempt to do. And yeah, that's all I got for this one. All right, well, it is December the 31st, end of the year. No, I'm not gonna bench 225, but we're gonna go for a PR today. Hoping to hit at least 190, which would be a PR. But just to verify, my weight. It's up about 4 pounds. Sorry, up about 6 pounds since the 100K I ran back in November. So let's see here. It's 176.2. So the bar weighs roughly 32 pounds. So this isn't a 45-pound bar, it's 32. So what we're gonna do to hit our PR is we go 10 reps just the bar, 10 reps at 50% weight of PR attempt, 5 reps at 60% of the weight, 3 reps at 70%, then 1 rep at 80, 1 rep at 90, and then go for the PR. If that one feels good, go up another 10 pounds. So maybe we'll hit 200, we'll see. But here we go. Ten reps, just the bar. All right. Now we're going to 95 pounds. So go up to 155. One rep, 155. Alright, so that felt decent. I think for sure I could do 195, but I'm gonna go for 200. And give it a 5-minute rest. We're gonna go for 200. Well, we failed to get our 225, and we failed to hit the 200 mark, but 190 new PR, so that's progress. And yeah, the year's over, didn't hit the goal, but the goal still stands for next year. So we're just gonna keep working at it. Tomorrow is just another day. And so that's been the whole goal here, is to be consistent. Just because you fail, a goal in a specific time doesn't mean you can't keep reaching for that goal and try again. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna try to continue to build on this and get to 225 hopefully in the next few months. But that ends the year. Hit 5 out of my 8 goals. All my running goals I hit. So happy about that. Got some work to do on the weightlifting and upper body work. So just try to do better in the coming year. And we'll see y'all later.